So thank you, Professor. So now, very insightful information. So we now know that special economic zone has come from a very long way from the feudal age for the purpose of free trade to the modern age to integrate the global value chain. But through time, there are many different types of special economic zones have emerged. So Professor, what other types of special economic zone can you explain? So I understand that over time, there are different stages of special economic zone or export process zone. So through time, through the evolution of SEZ, then will there be many different types of special economic zones?
Well, yes, exactly. This is because with the evolution of global value chains, this special economic zones also evolved, because special economic zones, we must understand, are nothing but vehicles of GVCs, global value chains. So with different variety of activities being relocated to different countries, different types of special economic zones emerged. Their purpose changed, their objectives changed, their location changed, and the services, the packages, incentives, their design, everything changed over the years. So as I said, that we started with free trade zones, but then EPZs came, export processing zones, but then when China came, then they started special economic zones of very comprehensive variety, which were open, which were very large, which were actually which involved or consisted of all kinds of economic activities, and this became a kind of trend. But then this was not the end, because then several other types like sector specific zones came, financial services, then pharmaceutical zones, for instance.
Pharmaceutical has its own zone as well.
Yes, pharmaceutical zones and biotechnology zones and automobile zones. So there are different sector specific zones which have come up. But then the most important development in special economic zones happened in Asia, I would say, when international zones started coming up. So zones in the first stage, they were set up in border areas, which was not new, because maquiladoras were also set up in that, but the purpose was very different now. The purpose was to exploit the comparative advantage in the neighboring areas without really having that immigration thing in mind.
You work for us, but you're not going to live here.
So yes. So then, but then cross-border economic zones started coming up, and the geographical areas in two different countries, they were merged into one zone, and the purpose was to really take advantage of the two sides of resources. And in addition to that, growth triangles came, then growth areas came. So Bimpiaga, for instance, is a growth area. So these kinds of new innovations, which are international innovations, the purpose is not only to promote economies of those areas, but also to have integration, regional integration. So I think that there is a marked evolution in this concept of special economic zones.